Hey everybody, how you doing? Man, I haven't seen anybody, or anybody hasn't seen me in a while. Been busy, but you know what? I just left this property right now, and I was talking to a property apartment complex. I was talking to this maintenance guy. And I don't want to say his name, but I was talking to him, and he was like, "Hey, man, I remember you, Danny, when you first came to my property. This was back in 2008, right?" And we started reminiscing, and man, he brought back some crazy memories. And I thought I'd get on here and share, man. I know a lot of people see, like, the smiles and the positive success videos that I post up, but there was a lot of tears and a lot of stress and a lot of fucking wanting to throw up and just not knowing or just being insecure about what the hell I was gonna do or how I was gonna survive, man. So in 2008, we had the opportunity. We moved up to, my wife and I, with my two daughters, we moved up to San Jose, California from San Diego, and an opportunity to become a general manager of a location for the company I was working for, right? And when I came up here, there was only like 3 technicians, right? The guys were, quitting. So like I had a lot of work to do, right? I had to get in here. I had to turn it around. I had to hire guys, fire guys, retrain guys, right? And I was trying to make a name for myself with the company I was working for, but I was also trying to make a name for myself with all the new potential customers, right? More importantly, make a name for myself with the crew that I was going to be involved with, right? I wanted them to see me as a leader, but I know I had to show them hard work and dedication, loyalty. I had to put in the hours, etc., right? But this guy, he reminded me of this story, man. I don't really say it, but this was just the initiation of becoming Danny, who I am, today, right? Making this video. So my job was to try to, hire people, right? Get more guys, try to turn the store around in a positive, atmosphere. It was going to take a lot of hours. I knew it was going to take a lot of work, and I was up for the challenge. I was young. I was motivated. Me and my wife moved to San Jose. We didn't have nobody. We just had ourselves. It was me, her, and our 2 girls, and that was it. And work. So I was going around doing sales, man, trying to get new properties, right? Our schedule was light. We didn't have no work. We were very slow. We didn't know what we were going to do or how we were going to do it. But I started doing sales, and I started slowly going to apartments and finally, getting some people to give us an opportunity, right? But there was this one company, big company. They had over 20 apartments just in the Bay Area. And I kept hunting down the guy I needed to talk to, right? I kept emailing him. I kept texting him, give us an opportunity, man. Give us an opportunity. Let me show you how I even do a free tub for you, bro, right? So months and months go by, and it's probably like 5 months into me doing this. And I was literally bugging him like maybe 2 or 3 times a week, right? I was even going to his office and leaving him cards, leaving him, lunch coupons for Burger King and McDonald's and all that stuff, right? So eventually one day I get a phone call. It's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and his maintenance guy reminded me because he was at that location, and he was like, I get this phone call, and it's the guy that I've been trying to get to, and he's like, "Hey, Danny, we have a particular situation on this property, and these people, this was a Thursday, these people move in on Saturday, right? I need these 2 tubs reglazed, tub and walls reglazed, but I need them done today. Our other vendor is too backed up and can't get the work done. So you've been bugging me. Here goes your opportunity. I know it's 4 o'clock. What are you going to do about it?" I had no technicians available, right? I had nobody available. It's 4 o'clock. This property was an hour away from me up north. I was in San Jose. I was in the middle of training someone, right? I had to finish training this guy. I had to run to the office. I had to load up. I loaded up all the stuff I needed for those 2 tubs, right? I told them, "Hey, man, you know what? It's going to get done today. I'm going to figure it out one way or another. Tell your property I'll be there within an hour, hour and a half." So by the time I get there, it's about 5:30. I did them myself. I started at around 6 o'clock. I didn't finish till about almost 10 o'clock at night. I get home about 11:30. I sent this dude an email. Hey, both tubs are done, locked and loaded. They're clean. I'll be there tomorrow while the cleaners are there to inspect my own job, make sure there's nothing wrong with it. I want to make sure you're in good hands, right? So I show up there Friday, the following day. Everything looks good. I talk to the cleaners. I tell them be careful with my tubs. They were just done, right? Monday comes around. I get a phone call. Hey, Danny, I'm with my supervisor and my supervisor's supervisor. And I want to know, was it you who did those tubs? You didn't have a technician do it? It was you? I was like, yeah, bro, it was me. I had no one to do it. But I've been bugging you and bugging you. You kind of caught me with my pants down, right? You almost called me on my bluff, but I got it done, bro, right? And he's like, very interesting, man. I commend you for that. Expect a phone call within the next 2 weeks. I was like, all right, man. Thank you again for the opportunity, right? And he's on, by the way, I want you to charge me for that because I know it was last minute and our property didn't do their job. So you charge me whatever you got to charge me for those 2 tubs, and I'll call you back. All right. So not even the same week, not even a Friday. I think it was a Thursday. I get the phone call early in the morning. I think it was like 8:30, right? I just walked into my office, right? And he's like, hey man, I want to tell you congratulations. We're removing all of our reglazing vendors. You're going to be preferred vendor for all 20 plus of our properties here in the Bay Area. And at the end he said, don't fuck it up. And I remember, man, I was in the office by myself, and after I hung up that phone, bro, I was like, fuck yeah, right? I'm dancing, I'm fucking doing backflips, right? Because it was my first real, like, by myself, big project, right? That I picked up, and right there, man, I knew that I had to continue working harder, right? I had to continue being out there, getting people to know who I am. So a few days later, one by one, each of those apartments started calling in work, man. Right? We were already busy, but we started getting hammered with work, right? I turned it up a notch, man. I started going out there, recruiting guys. I went to swap meets, recruiting people, calling people, knocking on doors, walking on the streets, trying to get guys to come work, right? Incentivizing my guys who were working for me already. Hey, do you know people? Cousins, uncles, brothers, sisters, I don't care. We need work. We need workers here, man. But that was the initiation to San Jose, man. And when I landed that big contract, it skyrocketed me, man. It pushed me in such a right direction. And sharing that memory with this guy right now, it was a blessing, because it reminds me of how far I've come and what I was willing to do to be successful, and how hard I'm willing to work, and I was willing to work. So I tell you, anybody out there, man, it's not easy. It definitely, it's not easy. It's hard, right? You're going to be tested. But at the end of the day, how bad do you want it, man? How bad? What are you willing to do, right? What are you willing to sacrifice? That night I had to sacrifice time away from my family, obviously. I couldn't coach youth football that night, right? But I know in my back of my mind, it was not forever. It's just temporary. But if I wanted that contract, I had to stop what I was doing. I had to tell the wife and kids, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be here tonight. I got to go get this done. And making a lot of sacrifices like that propelled me in the right direction, right? And yeah, man, I just wanted to share that story. So anybody in the reglazing company, anybody in the industry, you're not alone, right? It may not look like I'm doing that now, because I'm not doing that now, right? I got people in the right places. I got a team around me. I got a technicians everywhere, right? But bro, I started from the bottom, just like you, right? Stressed out, not knowing what the hell was gonna happen, right? Insecure, learning, right? Wanting to give up, right? But still pushing myself, You know, all I would tell you is, if you want it bad enough, if you're willing to put in the work, if you're willing to push yourself, the opportunity is out there. What are you going to do with that opportunity is the question, right? You're going to run from those opportunities, because those opportunities equal work, equal time, right? Sacrifices, right? Those opportunities, sometimes they come disguised in work, a lot of work, scariness, right? Insecurities. But once you break through those barriers and your ass is pushing, you're pushing, bam, bro. Fucking one door opens, now 20 more doors open, bro. All right? Think positive. Positive things happen, right? More importantly, last but not least, after talking to him, it's so important, man, to leave a good taste in people's mouths, bro. You know, a good feeling, man, a good network, right? Keep those windows open, man, because you never know, bro. You never know when you're gonna need an opportunity, or you might fall short of an opportunity, or you lose a job, and you have people you can reach to for some help, right? And this guy right here, man, like, he was like, I'm very proud of you, Danny. Like, I saw when you first started, and to see now you own not just one business but two businesses and 40 employees, and you're killing it, bro. And I'm not surprised. Like, people with your attitude and your demeanor and your work ethic and your enthusiasm and your charisma, they have it, and if they don't do something about it, they're gonna lose it. And you capitalized on it, Danny. And he was like, I want to commend you for that, man. Keep up the great work. You're an inspiration. And damn, boy, almost made me cry, man. But you know what? It makes me want to work even harder now, even better. So thank you, Father God. Thank you for everything that you do for me and all my blessings, my family, everyone around me, right? Thank you from the bottom of my heart.